Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining us. I am with Mr. Franz Linder, CEO of Mido Watches. Hello, Franz. How are you?
Hello, good. How are you? Good morning, Mexico.
Good morning, Mexico. Good afternoon in Switzerland. Where are you
Yeah,
in Switzerland?
in Lelocle, in the Mido factory.
In the factory. I heard that Switzerland is becoming more and more for the new normal. How is that?
Yeah, we are glad. I mean, we went through a tough time and things are luckily improving. And now we really have a situation which allows, again, let's say, quite normal life. So we are happy, and I hope and wish Mexico that you will soon be in the same situation and have a much healthier base again. Huh?
Yes, well, we have to wait a little bit. Of course, Europe is ahead of Mexico in this timing, in this pandemic time, but we will be very we'll be coming back. I think this year is not normal, but what we have seen is that Mido is not stopping. We have this discovering very nice pieces, Mr. Linder, about Mido. You surprised the world with. Skeleton with a special pattern of opening the dial. Can you tell us a little bit about this watch?
Yes, it's a watch you just have seen in the short video before is something really exclusive because it's multi-fort with a hand winding movement, and this watch has no dial. It's a platin of the movement which we worked exclusively for Mido, so it's something unique, and it's in a titanium case with a black PVD. So you have a watch which has a fantastic finish from the front, and if you look, and as you have seen, maybe you can see it, the case back of this watch is transparent, and you can see the beautiful decoration of the movement and also the beautiful work we did on the dial. It's a limited edition, only 999 pieces available in September, and we are very proud because so far we had no more hand winding watches, and really here we have a piece of real watchmaking, and we look forward to offer this to our consumers soon.
Mr. Linder, since that is a very complicated watch to produce, I think the question is titanium, manual, skeleton. That seems that a lot of years to work on the watch. How was the development of this skeleton?
Yeah, indeed. It's the base is the caliber 6498, so it's not per se a unique or manufactured homemade movement. It's based on a base which exists, but then ETA had to work all the plating and all decorations according to our requirements. So it takes a lot of time, and of course is very costly. So we can say not only we have something very exclusive, but as always in Mido, we try to offer the best value for money product. And this product, we offer it at 42,100 peso. So it's exclusive, and it's an extremely attractive price for such a delicate watch.
1999 pieces. How many can we have in Mexico? Because in Mexico, we love Midos. So can we have maybe half of that, or what are your plans?
Yeah, unfortunately, we cannot give half of it to Mexico, but we will do our best to give a good quantity to Mexico because we are very happy with our loyal customers in Mexico. And it's really a brand with a lot of lovers, and we will make sure you get a good quota out of this. But I don't think we will have enough for everybody, but you will get pieces.
Okay, I have seen some reviews of the watch. You just presented the watch. We analyzed it in the Watches World print room on the editorial side. The design is just marvelous. I mean, starting from the heart of the watch and make these openings of the watch. it's just marvelous. It's a skeleton watch, but nobody has been having this idea of designing how to open this dial. So yeah, it's a very nice nice watch, and also the detail of having the small hand for the seconds. It shows, I think, it shows the handcraft that you can give within Mido, Mr. Linder.
Yeah, I think it's really sophisticated, and like for humans, it starts with the heart. So the heart is not in the center of the watch, as we can see. The balance wheel is on the side, and it all starts around it. So it goes out like in curves. And as you also said, for the small second is very discreet. So it's really a watch when you look at the dial. I mean, it's a platinum, but it's actually the dial at the same time. So more you look at it, I think the more you really fall in love with this piece.
Okay, maybe I already have my answer, but I have to do this question, and also people are doing this question. Why only 1999 pieces? Why not maybe at least 2,000 or 3,000? Is that really difficult to produce?
Yeah, it is. It is. First of all, it's difficult to produce, and here we would like to have something for the real lovers of our brand, and these people, if they buy it, of course, the less you produce, the more it is exclusive. So our aim, it's not for Mido, it's not an issue of sales. It's really our ambition was to offer something special to collectors and lovers, and therefore we believe it's a very good number to show it's not as much as we could do or as much as we could sell. It should be something special.
Let's. I have some pictures here. How about if we look at the watch? Look, this is the picture of the watch. It's just marvelous from the front and from behind, Mr. Linder. And also, you choose titanium. I mean, you even can choose steel for this watch, but you choose titanium. That was a challenge.
I would say to do titanium instead of steel is technically not a huge challenge, but you see, it's 44 millimeter. It's a big watch, and the movement is solid. So we believe for the comfort of the person having this watch on the wrist is very comfortable because it's very light. So the weight is much less if you use titanium with the finish of black PVD. You don't see the difference anyhow. And the sporty textile strap, it makes the watch not only very attractive, but it also makes it very comfortable to wear. Because even though it's a limited edition and very exclusive, I hope those people who buy it will not put it in the safe. I hope those people who buy it will enjoy it and enjoy the beauty when they look at and check the time. I think it's made for use and not for the safe.
Well, also, we have a special relationship with some watches. And when the watch is mechanical and you have to wind the watch, the relationship grows with the owner. So, and also in this watch, you have how you touch the watch, the light. I haven't seen the watch. I mean, I haven't because, of course, now in this year it has been impossible to travel for the presentation. But the material, the touch, also how you look at it, the way you want it. It's the tic tac when you turn around the watch. That is only for you. That view. I think that you make one of the most talking pieces in the industry right now because skeleton for Mido and also manual. Congratulations. I hope that we sell a lot in Mexico because we have a lot of Midos in the country. So I hope Mexico had a lot of skeletons.
Good. Thank you. No, we will make our best. Promise.
I have some comments here that they want to see the video again. Can we put the video again? Some people joined the broadcast a little bit further than the start. can we see the video? Are you okay?
Sure.
Let us show the video again, because it shows a really good part of this watch. And let me see. I have it here. Now, here's it. Great piece. It's a great piece. I forgot to mention that the buckle is also in titanium, Mr. Linder.
Yes, everything is made also to be anti-allergen.
Well, perfect. We'll see the watch. Maybe we don't see it in the points of sales a lot because it will fly. It's our opinion. And congratulations and thanks for this year, the collection. This skeleton is great. And you have other watches that you're presenting, Mr. Linder, this year.
Yeah, I have another two models I would like to show you. Maybe we can show first a small also video to give a good impression to our audience about what we are talking. It's a Commander Gradient.
Perfect. Let's see the video. The Commander Gradient is a great watch, and also shows, here is the video.
So, of course, the Commander is the most famous collection we have in Mexico, actually worldwide.
Sorry, we have a we have a glitch on the sound. Sorry about that. And here we are just changing the video, and sorry, we had to spot the other one, but we're not just about to see this watch.
Okay, I will already show it to
perfect.
you.
That's a good idea.
As good as I can. It's not so easy, but it's the typical Commander case, the typical Commander DNA with a pure design. But you can see, the further away I go, the more it looks normal. And the closer I get, you can see there is something special. And why? Because this Commander model has a transparent dial, which is darker on the side and more transparent inside. So you can really see the movement working inside the watch when you have it close to your eyes. You can see it very well because the sapphire glass is treated with an anti-reflecting treatment to really take away the reflections. So it's very easy to read. Here, the model I have in my hand is a very sporty interpretation where we use the corporate colors of Mido, means black and orange. And like always, for the Commander Series 2, we have the transparent case back where we can see the nicely decorated automatic caliber 80, means a top performing movement with a autonomy of up to 80 hours. It comes with a very sporty looking textile strap.
Okay.
And we also have other versions, I would say, which are more traditional with a steel bracelet, or also a piece in rose gold PVD, which gives this watch immediately a touch of high class and long lasting design, more traditional than the sporty one. So in total, we have 4 models. And here I can show you, for example, the model in rose gold. I love this piece. Very, very elegant. Of course, much more classic, but it's a watch. If you buy it today, I'm sure even in 20 years, you will still enjoy it. And you can see it's a typical shape with a domed sapphire glass we have here of this commander. And again, like always in Mido, it's a product we offer at 19,200 peso, and it goes up for certain versions to about 22,400. But I'm sure, based on our success in general with the commander in Mexico, this product will do very well.
Let me show. We already have the video here. We're switching cameras in between continents, but we have the video. Can we see it?
Yeah, let's try.
Seems that we have a glitch in the video, so maybe something is it's in the camera. But let me see if we can show it again. Let's give it another try because it's very interesting. We'll look at it, but how about if we go to another watch that we already see the real watch? You have another watch for us today, Mr. Linder.
I mean, what I can say still regarding the Commander Gradient. So if our audience was not able to really see the nice finish and quality of this watch, it is already available in Mexico. So if you go to a store, you will see it, and you will see it's really a fantastic Commander model.
Now, well, now we have the magic of the glitches. So now we have the video. Let's look at it.
Let's see if it works. Yes.
Yes, it works.
So you can see how transparent the dial is. It's also a PVD treated case with black PVD. And we are using Super Luminova in orange for this execution. So means even at nighttime, you can easily read the time.
Yes, it's a great transparent watch. It's a magic at the eye. So you're playing with our eyes this year, huh? With the transparent Commander and with the skeleton. You're really calling the eyes of everybody on your dial. So it's a really nice watch, and the colors, this gradient is really, really nice, Mr. Linder. This is not limited. Of course, this will be a regular collection, right?
It's a regular collection. And if I look at you, I think you should take the orange one with your glasses.
Yeah, right.
It would be perfect for you. This is your watch.
Yeah, you're talking about the skeleton, right?
No. This maybe you will not get it, but Commander.
Of course.
Excuse me. So let me go to the third model you just announced before, which I also have prepared for our Mexican friends. It is a new Ocean Star model. Ocean Star is also a very famous family of Mido we produce since 1944. And as the name says, Ocean Star obviously is made to be used in the water and is water resistant for to 200 meters. Maybe we can also have a small video. Let's try if we can show this Ocean Star GMT.
Let me see if we can show it. Yes, we can have it here, and let's put it.
So the Ocean Star GMT has something special, obviously. It's a second time zone. So on the video, we have seen it, but maybe I can show it again to you. In the flange of the case, inside the dial, we have a scale going from 0 to 24, representing the 24 time zones. On the case back, we engraved a scale which shows the 24 time zones and which allows the user to calculate the time difference between your home time zone and the time zone you want to indicate with the GMT hand, which is the blue hand you can see on the watch. So that's a GMT second time zone indication. What is also important to mention for this new model, the bezel is ceramic. So that's, of course, a high-class material. And if you compare this with aluminum bezel, which we also use, it's more shiny. You can see it's a very nice finish and very nice look, which is a quality point we really find on ceramic bezels. It's 200-meter water resistant. And as you can see here, one model comes on a textile strap. As you have seen on the video before, we have 3 execution. Another one is bicolor with a bicolor bracelet. And compared to our other Ocean Star we are using satinated and polished parts. You can see it on the bracelet very well, but actually also on the edge of the case, on the edge of the bracelet where we cut it to make it more comfortable to wear, is also polished. So if you use this watch with the light, it's a very nice play between, the polished and the satinated, and the reflections are beautiful to look at. And the last model is in steel with a black dial, with green superluminova and orange indications for the GMT function, as well as the orange flash on the second hand. So a very sporty interpretation of the watch here on metal bracelet. And in Mido, for the diver watches, we have this diver extension. And that's a function I really love, because it's not only for diving, but if you have it on your wrist, sometimes your wrist is a bit swollen because of heat or humidity, so you can easily adjust, and for the comfort of wearing such a model is perfect. So that's a nice small detail, which, as I said, is not only useful for diving, but also in everyday use.
Well,
as information, maybe it's a price between 24,800 and 28,600 with its caliber 80 movement with the GMT module, ceramic, anti-reflecting sapphire glass. So here we are proud to offer once more a lot of watch for a very, very, I think, reasonable price.
Wow, that's a very complete collection now for diver and all this range. And I've been looking at some blues. The color blue in Mido is also on the dials and on the watches, Mr. Linder.
Yeah, well, I mean, we have it in different collections, but the blue for diver watches is, of course, a perfect color. I mean, water is blue, dial is blue, and I think it's a color you can enjoy for a long time. It's not something you get bored of. And personally, blue dials is something I like to have on my wrist. On top, I normally use blue clothes.
Perfect. Well, me too. And the watch, these blue watches are really, really nice to wear every day. And Mr. Linder, I have some questions about Mido, and I've been. We have the opportunity to have you here in Mexico. Uh, how about Mido and Mexico? Are you planning a piece for Mexico? We have seen in the past some inspiration within our country. Are you looking at something for next year's in this area?
Mexico is a very important market for us, and we always look for new ideas, new products, especially for Mexico. And yes, we always think about it, but let's discover it once it's ready.
Ah,
Let's be curious, but I don't say no. So, but I cannot say more for the time being. But we always think about our Mexican friends.
okay, so you're working on a project.
I didn't say anything.
Ah,
It's not impossible.
I have to ask because as you say, Mexico is it's a very important market, and we see Midos in a lot of places and are very appreciated by the families. Do you feel that when you come to Mexico about the relationship with Mexicans and Mido?
Yeah, definitely. We have, I don't know, almost 70 years of history in this market. And what is interesting in Mexico, especially our commander, is really an iconic piece in this market. And a lot of Mexicans also know if you buy a Mido, especially if you buy a commander, you are not spending money for a consumer product. You are investing money in a watch which will preserve its value. The Commander Original, relaunched in 1959. We still sell the same watch. But I don't know how much it was sold in 1959. I don't know, maybe 2,000 or 3,000 peso. And now, it's almost 20,000 peso. And probably in 10 years from now, because of course the Swiss franc is very strong and we produce in Switzerland, probably the peso or the product price will go up again. So if you bought a Mido in the past, today it's worth a lot more than when you bought it. So it's not to resell it, it's more to give to the next generation. But there are not many brands which can say, hey, if you buy our product, you invest money, you don't spend money. It's a good investment.
And also, a lot of the Mido watches in Mexico for the families, they are not just bought or invest. They have a special meaning for special occasions of the family. So if I had the Mido from my grandfather, it's not even an investment. It's a relationship with my grandfather, and I wouldn't want to sell it.
Yeah, it's about emotion. I fully agree. It's very emotional, and we can see, like we just had Father's Day, and I think this brand has this feeling for Mexican people about emotion and about love and relationship. I think this is one of the specific elements of our success in this market, that the brand has this identity and this character.
Okay, and well, that gives me to my maybe my last question, because a lot of people when we talk about watch the watch industry, a lot of people think that they buy the watch and that's it, and you need service, and you have a great service center in Mexico. I think that is something that makes Mexico unique, and also you can give a very good service in Mexico. Can you talk a little bit about that infrastructure that you have in Mexico?
For me, though, in general, our basic warranty period is 2 years. For chronometers, 3 years. But of course, if you buy a Mido, it's something as we know, we have Midos we repair 30, 40 years old. So we have a service organization within the Swatch Group, and we can assure not only in Mexico, worldwide, if you have a problem, we will fix a problem. And I think that's a big difference. Our design has a long lifespan, and it's not a fashion brand. I think if you buy an automatic watch, a service, after-sales service is a key element for the purchase. Because if nobody can fix it, I think it's losing its purpose of having a mechanical watch, which really potentially can last for decades, for a century. And here we have a lot of well-trained watch experts, watchmakers, and they can fix your problem if you have one, whether it is today or in 20 years from now.
Okay.
We are part of the Watch Group, and I think that's a big advantage we really can offer to our consumer and give them the confidence we will take care of your watch.
Perfect, Mr. Linder. Thank you very much. Thank you for your time. I know that you have a very complicated agenda now that a lot of markets are opening up around the world. But thank you for the time for all the audience in Watches World magazine and also all the digital platform. Thank you very much. And I expect to see the skeleton here, and I will be very glad to greet you here in Mexico or in Switzerland, maybe next year or whenever this pandemic let us travel and use our blue GMT to calculate the hour in Europe and Mexico.
Thank you very much, and same. Hope to see you soon, personally. Good day. Bye-bye. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Thank you, Mr. Linder. Gracias a todos los que se unieron. Este broadcast queda aquí en el Facebook de Watches World. Soy Memo Lira, soy el director de la plataforma digital Watches World. Estamos a sus órdenes. Mándenos sus comentarios. Y bueno, pues ya vieron a Mido. Un skeleton manual, el GMT azul increíble y el Commander Gradient, del cual les tenemos una sorpresa. Nos vemos en la que sigue aquí en Watches World. Muchas gracias.